Hawaiian Christmas Day.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Vlogmas. So today I'm going to be talking about my 2026 show season plans. And I just made with Tucci, so I will be talking while I'm braiding his tail and putting his sheet on. So my main plans are with Denali, and I would really like to show Tucci maybe once in like a little green horse 2-foot class or something like that. Thank you for that. Because I feel like it'd be a good experience for him. That would be like the only show he's ever done, well, I've owned him at least, and as I know of. Basically, Denali is my red roan. He's 6 years old. He's turning 7 next year. 6'7"! And my best. But he has been jumping 3'3", and he's even jumped 3'9" consistently. And well, 3'9" is like the highest. He's jumping 3'3" consistently right now. My main plan is to show in working hunter, show jumping, and dressage. So there's a schooling show. My goodness, a dressage schooling show system where I live in my state, and they have a schooling show in April, in March, and August, and then they have the classic in November. But I would only be doing one, and it would probably be in August, because my main exciting plans are to go to Tryon in July, that's like my biggest goal for next year with my show jumping trainer. And so let me just start from the beginning. Okay, so like we're not going to do anything in January because obviously nothing is really happening in January. February sucks for showing where I live. If y'all know where I live, because I've met some of you before, y'all will know February sucks for showing. So my main plan is to start in April or March and do a working hunter show, just a like regular, not A-level, just schooling working hunter show. Should put him in like a 2'6" or 2'9" foot class. There's a lot of people that do working hunter around here, so it's perfect. He's looking at me while I'm talking to him. But that's my first plan, and then as it goes on, do a show jumping show in May or June, like to settle in there, and between then do a dressage clinic, so he's getting his flower and his show jumping. I would probably put him in 2'9", 3-foot jumpers class. The first one we might do a 2'6" just to warm him up for it. Maybe do another one right before Tryon and put him in 2'9" or 3-foot. And then when we are at Tryon, we're going to try to do at least 3 classes, which is 1 division, and do like it would be in hunters, I guess. But do jumpers like 2'6", 2'9", and 3-foot junior amateur. And I'm also going to try to put him in some equitation classes. We haven't fully decided yet of like what's happening with everything, but that's like my main goal. And then August we would do a dressage show. That's just a schooling show. It's pretty much it's called Flightline Dressage, and that's like the bigger one. And then the other program, I'm not going to say it because it has my state's name in it, but the other program has one in August on like the 11th or something. And I'm so happy that they're already putting out show dates, because who knew? Like, it's really helpful. I'm going to try to do a dressage show then, and then in September I usually do the hunter show that they have. So put him in a 2'9" working hunter class, because that's as high as they go at the schooling shows that we go to. And then in November go to the finals, which would be really cool, like to do a jumper class and a hunter class. And so that's like my base plan, but I'll tell you more while I braid. Or actually, I'll put a sheet. Yeah. But Tucci would probably go to like a literal, like, I don't even know if this is a term. This is what I always say when it's like a schooling show. I say F-rated because it's literally like it's not qualifying you for anything. It's not pretty much doing anything. Thank you for that. But he would do like one class and be there for one full day and then come home. And he doesn't have his coggins done, so it would probably be in May because our vet comes in April. And yeah, so we're pretty much kind of debating, because if you can't tell, Tucci's kind of a lot. And he's been doing really good when I've been schooling him hunter-like, because he is my, Tucci, he is my jumper pony technically, but when he does jumpers, he mainly does like a 2.6, 2.9 course. And recently with all of his injuries that he had last year, we've been being a lot more careful. He also went off for 3 months this past summer, and then he just came back in August, so he's only been back in work for a couple of months. He's really mad. But the main plan for him would just be to get him out for one full day, get the experience for him and for me, because and I want to show him off because he's such a cool pony. And yeah, but he's such a cool pony, and a lot of people don't see that because of his attitude like he's doing right now. But yeah, and then I'll explain more about Denali when I bring him. Alright, so I know we've already basically talked about Denali's plans, but now we're going to go kind of more in depth, and obviously, if you can't tell, he's a little bit calmer than Tucci was. Tucci was just kind of mad because I had ridden him and bathed him and then like scrubbed his legs, and he hates his legs being touched. Anyways, guys, sorry. My dad came by and when we were talking about stuff, and his tractor is really loud, so we just need a minute. I groomed him and braided his tail. Not that you can see it, but he wants to come in, and he's like leaning against the fence. So, Jim, hey, stop! You're gonna get hurt. So I'm just gonna talk. Oh, how dare you? He's like, I don't like you. Okay, so brief rundown. I feel like I've exhausted this topic now, but really it's gonna be so edited, like through, so I don't say 1,000 times. Anyway, yes. If my channel was popular, then I would have people saying an count, but obviously I won't. Alright, so anyway, June and May, those are going to be the months that we would do a jumper show, lower, and it would just be for the experience. We'd stay 2 days, be normal completely, but we just want to get him out to a couple of things before we go all the way to Tryon, because it's like an hour from where we are, an hour and a half maybe, with a horse trailer. And so we wouldn't want to like do maybe one in like June and then like a month later do that one. So we're just trying to get him out. We already have a dressage clinic we think we're probably going to attend, as long as like it stays how it's like it says right now, because sometimes it'll change. But that'll be really good for him as flat work, because if you haven't seen videos of him, sometimes we have trying times with our flat work. So we'll go to Tryon, and that's just for the big experience, because I would like him to get a ton of experience while he's at this age, because this is the age where they are most like impressible upon. I don't know, but because he's very smart. He's a very smart horse, and he's just really cool, and I would like to get him out as much as I can this next year. And then in August, I'm definitely going to be doing a dressage show, like without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt, because that's something I've never done, and I would really like to do with him. And when he is on in dressage, he is on, like, so impressive to me, especially for being so young, and like he's just amazing. Then in September we will finish off, from what I think, like we'll finish off the year by doing a working hunter show. And like July and June are going to be our peak seasons for height, so we'll do maybe a 3-foot jumper course, or definitely not hunter, but because I don't want to go slow over 3 foot. Are you crazy? And it's not like I'm going to be speeding around a jumper course, but going faster definitely. Good smile. And then September we'll do working hunter. I'm really excited to do working hunter. I've never done it before, and I feel like it's going to be really fun. But that's like the main plans. Bless you. But I'm really excited because all of the stuff that we plan with Denali is like it can be moved around if needed, and if he gets an injury or we just plan for anything else that he might not want to do, or if he's not feeling the best, then we can just scratch it. It's not like we're gonna pre-register or anything except for try-on, because that's like the biggest one. And then I've been doing show jumping this past year, and I've always wanted to do show jumping. Like even when I was like 10 years old, I was like, I want to do show jumping. I don't want to be a hunter. And now I decided like I don't really need to pick like one. I can do multiple. So I mean, I'll focus on a couple, and it's easy for me to focus on a couple because if he gets bored, then he can just do a different discipline. Those are our main plans. And then schooling, I always like to school at least one height, like a hole on the standards above what I'd be showing. Because even though some of them are higher, some of them are lower set in classes, and I just want him to be prepared for anything, so I jump him like 2 foot one day and 3 the next day. Not the next day, but you know what I mean. And so he's very versatile. I'm not going to do it this year, or this next year, I don't think, but I would really like to go to the, AQHA Congress show in Ohio, and that would be like, that's one of my biggest dreams for him. And they have Working Hunter, and if I do really good in Working Hunter next year, I might try to go in 2027, because that would be really cool for him. But I think it's just too much of travel, so does my mom, and it'd be really expensive, so I'm not good for that. No. Anyways, guys, Champ won't be doing anything, because he's fully retired. So he's just going to have his year off, well, the rest of his years off, and get pampered, and we're trying to grow his tail. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this, and if you liked, please subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next Vlogmas episode. Bye, guys! Say bye! You smile!